A horrendous loss for the Boston Bruins in Game 3 of this series against the Tampa Bay Lightning, 7-1. You heard that right. Not good from the get. I'm Sierra Goodwill here with Evan Marinofski. Tampa really dominated early and often throughout this entire thing. What went wrong for the Bruins? Was it more what Tampa was doing or what the Bruins lacked?
Well, I mean, the game started with the Bruins kind of getting screwed with calls. You have the second goal where, the ref just sets a pick on Jeremy Lauzon. They come in and score. And then there was the power play goal earlier off kind of an iffy, stupid penalty. The Bruins got screwed by the refs with the first two calls. But then, they start taking more and more penalties, and the Lightning capitalized. I mean, 3 of the first 4 came off that. The other was the pick set by the refs. So you can attribute the first 4 to the refs. But after that, they just gave up. They gave up. And Cassidy said after the game, he just felt like the team was not going to come back. That's why he put Vladar in. He kind of wanted to give Vladar some playoff experience if they needed to go to him down the line, which actually isn't a horrendous thing. I mean, just watching the first part of that game, there was no chance the Bruins were going to come back. Why leave Halak in there? Why not give him some rest? After that, there was no effort. And that can go, you can say that about the whole game. The Bruins really never had that urgency. They never had that desperation. But it was so obvious on the 5th, 6th, and 7th goals where there was no defense. There was absolutely no defense. And they looked like a team that knew they had no chance of coming back rather than a team that was going to do anything they could to come back. Now, whether or not that was a conscious decision on their part to just kind of coast the rest of the game and kind of try to rest themselves during it for Game 4, I don't know. They clearly did that in the round robin. But it was a horrendous, as you said, horrendous effort. The scoreboard shows it. It could have been worse. There was just no offense created. I mean, you can go down the list. Everything was bad. Everything was bad in that game. There really is. We could never stop. I mean, the only good was Marchand's power play goal, and that was it. There was no bright spots. It was just bad, and more bad.
Not sure if the scratches with Bjork and Clifton had anything to do with it. Corrali, unfit to play. It wasn't going to be the difference maker in this game.
That was my quick thing was I didn't understand those moves really. I didn't understand bringing in Moore and Lauzon. Yes, Clifton plays reckless, but he's been fine in the first 2 games. I understand wanting to shake things up, but why would you then bring John Moore in? Why wouldn't you just swap Clifton? If you want to do that, swap Clifton for Lauzon. Why then bring John Moore? And why only dress 11 forwards? Sean Corrali has been fine. Now, I don't know if that's an injury. I don't know what that is. He did say there was a game-time decision up front on offense, so it could have been something to do with Corrali's injury. But to roll without a 4th line, if there's no injury, again, there could be an injury. We don't really know. We might not know. But if it was just a swap for, having 11 forwards and 7D, I don't understand that move. If it's an injury, then it makes a lot more sense. But the 4th line had been fine, and that Corrali line's especially good against that Kucherov line. So really just a lot of bad, and I said more bad for the Bruins in Game 3.
Well, this was the worst playoff loss since 2008 for the Bruins, the first time since then that they lost by more than 5 goals. Is this series over? Because that win feels like more than just one win to go up 2-1 in the series for the Lightning. It seemed dominant, and the Bruins are going to have a major mental shift as well as physical shift if they want to get back in this series. Is it even possible?
Usually in these situations, I like to say, let's use some perspective. It's only one game. It's a whole playoff series. But you're right. This doesn't feel like just a Game 3 win. This feels kind of like the Game 4 win did for the Bruins against the Hurricanes. This feels demoralizing. This feels like a total just shot in the back of confidence for the Bruins. And to be quite honest, I do feel the series is over. I do. And then maybe this is going to be old takes exposed. Maybe this comes back to bite me. For Bruins fans' sake, maybe you hope this does come back to bite me. But this was a loss that, to me, just felt like you can't really come back from. And part of that is not even from just this game alone. It's that the Bruins stole Game 1. They got outplayed badly in Game 2 and almost stole it. They forced overtime, but they got outplayed badly. The Lightning have really not allowed them to play their game much. And in Game 3, they were just killed. And so you have this just gradual drop in play, and the Bruins aren't playing their game. The only thing, and I tweeted this, the only real bright spot for Bruins fans right now is the Blues lost to the Bruins 7-1 in Game 3 last year, and then went on to win the Cup. So if you want some encouragement, maybe go back to a depressing moment like that and you'll get it. But other than that, I don't see how the Bruins come back from this. Again, they're a resilient group. You can make the case that if there's any team to do it, it's the Bruins. But that Lightning team is way too good, and they smell blood right now. And that 7-1 win means a hell of a lot more than just one win in the postseason.
Yeah, I'd say the Lightning have looked like the better team through all 3 of these games, but we'll continue to keep
God,
you.
yes.
Yeah, for sure, from the start. So we'll continue to keep you updated on your Bruins postseason coverage on our website at clnsmedia.com and on our YouTube channel at CLNS Media.
Get 20% off and free shipping using the code MAX20 at manscaped.com. Take your grooming game to the next level.